I want to go over a few things with the log, the most common mistakes I think I see people do. When they first set up, usually, you have the holes pointed up or back to you. And to get that good rotation when you get up here, you're going to have to, I like to almost be straight up vertical. Is that how you do it?
Yes.
Okay. So that way, when you come up, if you're like this and you come into this rotation, you got nothing on. So if you got your holes pointed up and you come up here, when you get down, now it's just going to roll right up.
I was taught that it shouldn't be able to hold water. Put water in it, and all leak out the front.
Yeah, that's a good knowledge. Yeah. Also, what I see a lot of people doing first is, especially coming from like if they're used to cleaning the barbell and stuff, they want to come up and they want to do that.
And curl.
You can get away with it when it's light, but once it gets heavy, you have to have that roll.
Right.
Or it's just not going to work. As far as setup, that's the main things I see people do.
Okay, so when I pick it up, my biggest problem is the clean from the lap to my chest. Okay. So maybe if you see anything I'm doing here.
My goal is to sit down deep enough that I can set it on top of my belly. Yeah, put it in right there, yeah.
Now, when I'm in this position, what am I thinking about? Am I pushing, am I trying to tighten my back up?
I'm crushing it in, and flexing my lats. I'm driving it very hard into my chest. And then when I come up, I just shoot my elbows down and yeah. Okay. I just want to see like you're almost like this.
Right.
And I'm like tucked.
So you want to be more tucked in.
Like this, I'm like this.
Okay.
At least that's how. Yeah, because I just like.
So that's what you mean by flexing your lats.
Yeah.
Pulling the
yeah.
Like here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, it looked like it didn't stop.
Right.
And some people with a belt, like on a deadlift or something, I might wear a belt up here. But if you do wear a belt, especially on a big log, I drop it down.
Right.
Push my gut up and everything.
Uh-huh.
Now I got a huge shove.
Okay.
Like, I never wear a log belt here. It's always under my belly, pushing it up, and then like you got this huge thing that's sitting.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It just helps. But that looked good, yeah. So we got the holes up. I don't sit real deep. Some guys do. I mean, if it's a real heavy log, I have to. But generally, I'm here. I come down, get it just on the top of my belt. Come on. And that's it. A lot of people miss the log press coming out forward.
Mm-hmm.
I do it too sometimes. So that's something you really need to watch for. Like when you're pressing, a lot of people press out. It's just because the log is so big. You got to jam it in here. Lean back a little bit. It's not like a barbell where you're like straight here. It's more of I'm more lean back. So I'm going up, pushing through it. Okay. I think to rack the log, a heavy log, you need strong back. Like, you see somebody new to the log, or if they're having issues, it seems like when they get it here, their elbows are all over.
Yeah.
Or they're caving out. Like, if you have that huge, strong back, you can literally like set your elbows. If I've got like a 400 log, when I come up, I roll it into position and I actually pop up. And I'm not really thinking that, it's just what happens. I pop it up and you'll see my elbows slide into position and set.
Okay.
So they're not comfortable, like just free. When I come up, the log comes up, they sit and they're actually kind of jammed in.
Okay.
You know?
And then you're stacking them.
Yeah. And that's not something I ever thought about.
Right.
Just guys watching start saying, why is it coming off?
Right.
Roll it into position. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I start watching the video.
Yeah.
As I roll up, you can see my elbows kind of sitting.
Right.
And now I got to jump, push it. Okay. But that's just for me where I get, that strong push from is when it's in here. If it was out here, there's no.
Yeah.
So it's a lot different, I guess, than the barbell.
Yeah.
People are used to.
A little bit wider shoulders sometimes.
Just want to touch on, I call it a Viper. People call it a one motion. They used to in the old World Storms, where they rolled. That's just what they did. And
Right.
Derek Poundstone, he made it famous again doing it. If you're in a competition, if you can manage the weight doing it one motion, you can do way more of them in 60 seconds. Like if you got 60 seconds, you're clean and sitting down like this, man, it's a ton of air and it takes a ton of time. If you can manage to Viper the weight, the Viper's much more quicker, but you can't do as much weight usually like that. What all I do is come down, get hooked, and shoot right there. It's a much faster and see you sit here and bang them out. I'm just sitting down enough to get my belly on it.
And you get some leg drive out of
Yeah,
it too. Yeah.
Now you can go all the way down. I've seen guys drop all the way down and really come out with a ton of leg drive.
I think it's like a strongman version of a snatch. It's a full explosion to full release at the top. Which I've always been horrible at these. But.
Yeah, the key is just down, right up. Down. Hook right up. There it is. That looks great.
It's a lot heavier than what Steve makes it look
Well,
like.
it's much harder to do that, too, than a typical cleaning press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a 100-pound log, so
150.
we got 150 on there.
The Viper's harder, but if you can manage the weight, you could do a ton
It's a
more.
lot quicker.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think one year at the Arnold we had 320, and clean and press wise, I could Viper that weight, so I started training. But clean and press wise, 5 or 6 was just really taking all the time, and I ended up Vipering 7 of them. And the weight fell off on one side. They put the weight back on, so there was time to get more. I was dead at that point.
Right.
But in theory, I could have did if my conditioning was good enough. I
Right.
could have did 10
Right.
probably in that time, But I was dead at 7.
Yeah. It was 320?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you want to throw some 45?
Real slick. Like if let's say you were doing a max in a competition,
Right.
if I were you, I would have a cotton shirt like this because that
Right.
one's stretching out already.
Right.
And when you hook in, I did it before too. Your neck goes clear down to here,
Right.
and you're screwed. On a max, if you had to do it in a show, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
want like a real tight,
Something that doesn't stretch.
non-stretchy.
Right.
Like how all the shirts are stretchy now, but
Right.
I wouldn't wear that if I had a max. And then I'll put chalk right here,
Right.
and it really locks in.
How are the shirts? I've seen those shirts that have. Almost like
People got
sticky.
mixed signals about them. Like some
Yeah.
people like them. Unfed, you can't wear them.
Right.
I don't think the world's using them now. So I don't know. I had them, but the one I had, it stretched like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like I would have it clear down here.
Right.
But some people love them and live by them.
Yeah.
It's a personal thing.
Yeah.
I like a shirt just as like a regular
A
cotton.
little stiffer.
Yeah. Looks great.
That's a hard lift for me, man.
I don't see no issues. Well, you're at 190. What's your body weight?
245.
I remember reading a book when I first started really getting into lifting by Steve Jack, and I think he had basic guidelines coming from an old time strongman, and like body weight for different things was such a big deal, especially overhead.
Yeah.
Back then, anyways. I mean, now it's so crazy, but
Yeah.
even now, body weight for a couple of reps is a big deal.
Right.
So at least with people that come in here, like we got to work towards body weight overhead. That's just
Sure.
a
Yeah.
number to hit. And I think the best guys in the world, at least as far as super heavies like Cedrunas and stuff, at their best, they're maybe 100 or 80 pounds over their body weight. Nobody can do like over that.
Right. Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about an Olympic weightlifter who's
Jerk.
doing a
Yeah.
jerk and stuff. Yeah, then you can get super.
That's. What do you think about guys who jerk the log? I mean, that's a pretty hard. You don't see very many people. I know Jake does it really well.
Yeah, and he doesn't do. I don't know. I guess you could call it a jerk, but he literally like jumps and dips under, but he don't
Right.
split his.
No, it's like a push jerk.
Yeah, or like almost like a double dip. Or,
Right. He's got it down to a science, but I've never been able to do it.
Some guys also, and I've did it in the past. They'll go like this and take a step back, just to get a little bit under it. I don't have nothing against it, but with the log, I tried it. Like I found a book like last year where I had tried it for months. I mean, this is years ago. just trying that and messing around with that. And for me, I'm so static. Push pressing is way better than that.
Right.
For me, that's just me. But on a log, it just seems awkward. Yeah. I mean, Rob Kearney got it back in vogue, but I don't think he was doing like a true like bam. You know, he was kind of, if you watch him, he's doing this
a little step.
Yeah. And any little bit, I mean, whatever you got to do, win. But that little bit of dip might work.
Yeah.
I just over the years have just developed because I'm always strict pressing. So my push is just basically the same.
Yeah, just a little bit of a leg drop.
But I do lean back, like almost like if you see when it gets heavy, my first move is down and back.
Okay. I think it's such a big implement too that you don't want to get too far out of your groove.
Yeah.
You know, because you have one straight line or nothing. You know, it's going to go backwards or forwards.
I think you'd have better luck with the axle. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
More of like a barbell rope thing. But some guys do it. I just don't see. If you take top 10 presses in the world, I don't see it.
No.
With a log.
You want to take a shot at this or you want to go up?
Yeah, I'll hit one. Oh, I want to say, I'll tell you one other thing. The guys always joke with me about this that I train with. There's also like one other way you can do it. If you got a real strong back, you can bypass the knees of lighter weight too if you want to. So there's not even a hook. So I'm just so I don't even know what you'd call this. But it's like right up like that.
It's like a bent over row.
Yeah. Or you can do that to get into your press position too.
Don't try that at home, kids. Stop with that.
But like if I had a competition where I had maybe like 280 or 270, I would train it that way. So I'm not even touching my knees.
Yeah.
Just going right up to it.
More reps, yeah. Slept right, and I deadlifted 640. We go to Shoemakers, I'm in the middle of fast. We've driven for 2 hours, you know. It was 180 degrees in his gym. I just didn't want to fail, so I made sure I pulled 650.
So much of it is so much of lifting after, like, especially years of doing it like us did in my home.
Yeah.
Like, you know that. I can come out here, man, I can, if I'm just in the wrong mindset, I can miss weights. And I don't tell the dudes, but I'll come back out and do the same thing the next day and get it by myself because mentally I just got to force myself to do it. And those might not be max weights, but I might not like a 650, 680 deadlift for some volume does not go. And I'm just like so mad. I'm not in the right mood. And it should, and then maybe a day later it will. Just
like, gotta be into it. For sure.
I didn't really see this when I was younger, but now it's so cool. It's like they would train somebody. You guys love it. So I'm just, it's, you know, you come together, you share that energy, and you share that. It's freaking great.
Yeah.
You know? All right, come on, Ray. You want some music? All right, let's go. Come on. Deep step right up your gut, roll it in. There you go. Legs up overhead. There it is. Nice. That was good. It's moving real good.
Is it? I mean, as big as you are, is it any better? I mean, I feel like I have no room at all. Like it's just like, you know, that's my biggest problem with this.
I just do it so much.
Yeah.
To me, it's like just I haven't been messing with log in a while, so but it always feels okay. But I'm not. You know, when I get percentage-wise up where you're at, it'll be a different story.
Right. I don't know.
I'll just put it for you.
Okay. Jesus.
Started feeling. What do you want? From like different heights.
Right.
I mean, way back then, and he was just, I mean, tons of fucking weight loaded out on the ends.
Yeah.
And another thing, man, you ever hear about that Pat Casey guy, like the first dude to bench like 600?
Yeah.
I like to read like their old time training. He didn't call it board pressing. He did it. At least this article. I read it. That like at 4 and like 7 inches. That was his. That's where he. That's the same thing as board. You know?
Yeah.
But he's doing it like what the 60.
I don't give you all those guys.
Yeah. I heard that's done now, right?
Yeah. That was Milo was a cool magazine. I you know, sometimes you'd have some weird shit in there, but you always had 1 or 2 decent articles, and It was good. But yeah, I think they're done. Oh shit.
I just know like this, like I got down just a little bit. I don't even.
Right. So when you drop it, you think about back up.
When I'm training people, I always see them, especially if they're new, they'll go like this. They'll go.
Right.
And holy shit.
That's what I thinking you were saying. I was like, it doesn't seem to make sense, but that makes a lot more sense if you're trying to expose the whole way through.
Keep those holes up.
Where do you grab? Do you grab?
I grab in the middle.
In the middle? Okay. Yeah, because I was grabbing from the back and it makes it a little bit harder.
Yeah, then you can't really clean good.
Right.
Come on now. Let's go. If you're controlling on this clean, you gotta get hooked in. Right up. There it is. Up and over your head. Come on. Up! Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That was better than the last one. Damn!
I was trying to move faster.
God! Wasn't it?
Yeah.
That thing flew, racket in, boom. Like you see people like they're, and I do it too sometimes. But if this is grinding all this,
Right.
man. But that was owned. Pull
Awesome.
it up, set it in, racket, boom, boom. It's just power all over the place, spilling out.
You only get a certain window to be strong.
This is getting up there now.
Yeah, maybe you actually start having to lap and clean it. Fuck.
I'll still try to. I don't like to switch back and forth.
Right.
How I'm doing it is really different.
It'd be funny if Viper versus Valenti's clean and press.
How I'm doing it, like the mechanics are so different. If I switch to a push press now, it usually is horrible.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you've been practicing for the last 15 minutes.
So I don't like to mix them in the same workout.
Right.
Unless it's like a warm up or something.
Come on now. Let's go. Big lift. Come on.
Easy.
Fuck. Is it 390 or 380?
380. Right. Yeah, C, but they look powerful. So, for me, a lot of times if I miss the press, I've wasted my energy on a bad clean.
Right.
I mean, that's a lot. You're like, oh, I need to get up your head.
Well, that's the easiest my cleans have felt in a long time. I think it had just taken my elbows from here to here.
Yeah. And then when you roll them up, you're kind of in a lot.
Yeah.
Just get in the rack. Come on!
Come on, let's get it, Steve.
Now! Easy!
Come on.
Right! Let's go!
Come on! You got it. Get that shit. Come on! Finish it!
Yes! Yes!
400, motherfuckers.
Easy! Yes!
400,